angry, Aussie, Aussie, angry, Aussie, angry. And here we are. A little bit late, but still here. And that's just because of my absent-mindedness. And hello, Megaleech. I was going to be making a couple of cocktail videos during this stream. I got all dressed up. Now, you know what? I've actually got time to make the videos before the stream. And so I was all fixated on that, and I forgot to actually put up the advance notice that I'd be doing the stream, which is silly, but my brain can apparently only do one thing at a time. And so I did that. So yeah, about the hour leading up to now, I was preparing and making and shooting cocktail videos. And I now have these two big batches to milk clarify. So I haven't even, that's the other thing, if I'd have made the cocktails during the stream, probably would have drunk them during the stream, but I'm going, you know what? I'm going to just milk clarify them. So I might just do rum tasting tonight because I have a new rum. Might compare some of my rums. For fun, just for fun, for no real reason. And in a little bit, although it looks like they're separating quite nicely, I don't know, in about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to start the clarification process for these two very different cocktails. One's red. It's probably going to clarify into a yellowy orange. And one's green. Greeny blue. It's probably going to clarify into a light green. Raiders, hello to you, sir. So yes, but you get a largely undistracted me, as opposed to if I'm making videos during the stream, I have to take like 15-minute gaps to make them. I'll still be doing that tomorrow, and tomorrow will be a little bit involved because I'm doing Sex and the City Cosmos tomorrow, and my ongoing series of Vodka is Bullshit. Because a classic Cosmo has vodka. So I'm going to do 3 different ones, none of which will have vodka in it. They will have gin and rum and gin, rum, and tequila. That's the other one, tequila. Hello, Celtic King. So yes, so I'm going to do a joke about, you always get those quizzes, which are the Sex and the City girls are you? I'm going to do which Sex and the City Cosmo are you? And hello, Chris, and Choking on Ashes. You like my shirt? I always wear a helmet, which I think is meant to be a condom joke. But in this modern era, I think it is a good stand-in for masks. Yes, read as R.I.P. Rudy Giuliani's freedom. That dude's in so much fucking trouble. He's been just doing criminal shit for years, and it's finally catching up with him. I mean, it'd be hilarious because Giuliani's such a fucking weasel. The instant, if he gets arrested, he'll be going, well, what dirt do you want on Trump? Because I've got it all. Giuliani's such a fucking weasel. So my shtick for the different Sex and the City girls and Cosmos, the vodka Cosmo, that's definitely Carrie. What everyone sees as the default and honestly boring and unimaginative. I've got to remember their names. The only one I ever remember is Samantha. Samantha's going to be tequila. Just a whole lot of trouble. Whole lot of trouble waiting to break out. Samantha's going to be tequila. Okay, so Carrie's vodka, the default and boring. Samantha's tequila, just a whole bunch of trouble waiting to happen. Charlotte is gin, bit sophisticated, a little bit bitter, and if you're not careful, will sneak up on you. And Miranda is going to be rum, as in, you might not think that she's that much of a handful, but if you let her take control, you're in big trouble. Celtic King, this is just pineapple juice and lemonade. Because I had some pineapple juice I had to use up because I was using in cocktails and I wanted to use up before it went off. So I thought I'll just add pineapple juice to my lemonade. I might add a bit more lemonade. And then maybe the last bit of pineapple juice. Right. Is anyone who names criminal organization fraud guarantee deserves everything he's going to get? Yeah. Giuliani's not smart. He's a weasel and he's a criminal and he's a piece of shit. He's not smart. He's absolutely not smart. Privileged and connected, but not smart. And of course, in exciting news for me, I actually emptied 2 bottles tonight, bottles I'd had for ages that they're finally empty now. I emptied them tonight and I just had this terrible feeling I fucked up one of my videos, but that's okay. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. That really distracted me, the sudden thought that I'd done something wrong. I won't know till tomorrow when I try and edit a video whether I did it wrong or not. Well, that's tomorrow's surprise waiting for me. So I've totally forgot what I was going to say. I was so distracted. So just talking about Giuliani being a fucking weasel, because he is. He's a fucking weasel. He had so much credibility. He was America's mayor. He would have had this great legacy, and he fucking burned it all to be a criminal sycophant in the Trump shit show. And that's what is going to be his legacy, that he's a fucking shitty criminal. Kirsten, hello. I love that, Raiders. Lev Parnas kept receipts, which means Rudy's next vacation will be a long one. Oh, he's in big fucking trouble. Kelsey King, I spoke to Aidsy today. So Team Aidsy would probably be happy to learn that I spoke to Aidsy today. He is having a bit of a stressful time at the moment for health reasons. He's got like some growth on his jaw. And previously, when he lost all his teeth, it's because he had this semi-cancerous infection in his jaw that was killing all of his teeth. So this thing growing, and apparently he's seeing medical people tomorrow when, I don't know, they're going to do some test or other that will tell them one way or the other. It could just be a cyst. It could be a relatively benign cyst that they can essentially just pop and scrape and gunge out and stitch him up, and that will be that. It could be the same thing he had before, as just this sort of cancerous infection, which would not be good. And it actually could be something worse. So it's like business as usual for AIDSy, a potentially life-threatening health drama. So he's a bit stressed. And he said if he gets to feeling less stressed, he will join us because he misses coming on the streams. The fact that I haven't heard from him since I talked to him a bit earlier today means he's still stressed, and it's absolutely best if he doesn't feel up to it that he doesn't do it. So hopefully he's going to see medical people in the next day or two. I think it's tomorrow. And it'll just be good news. It's just like, oh, look, it's just a gross, grubby cyst, you gross, grubby man. And all we have to do is like lance it and scrape it and stitch you up, and it'll be gross and disgusting, but it'll be gone. That's what we'd be hoping for. And he's also hoping to get his teeth back because he keeps dropping them and breaking them because his motor skills are so bad at the moment. So he's hoping to have new teeth as well. So, but whatever, if they do any sort of surgical thing, he probably won't be able to wear teeth for a while until the jaw heals, whatever it is. But yes, we hope for the least troubling news when he gets whatever it is examined, namely that it's just a gross, disgusting cyst swelling up on his jaw that'll be lanced and then be gross and then all be scraped out and be super disgusting and smell bad, and then it'll get stitched up. So that's what with AIDSy, we're hoping for the best, namely something completely disgusting. That's like the best with AIDSy. That's the best case option, something gross and disgusting. So that's AIDSy world, where gross and disgusting is a best case scenario. In more ways than one, hey. So that is the AIDSy update. So yeah, I'm going to drink my pineapple juice. I did actually do a shot of my new rum for the video that I featured it in. It's this one, Overproof, 55% alcohol. Rhum Blanc Agricole from Martinique, from pure cane. And as you would expect from fucking Overproof rum, it's fucking brutal. Chris, got your second COVID shot. Nice. And Shieldsy got hooked on the Orville, thinking there was no stream at all tonight. I just forgot, man, because I was shooting videos just before coming live, and I forgot to do the warning thing. My brain can apparently only handle one thing at a time. I was being ahead thinking like, hey, I was going to do the cocktails during the stream, but I actually have enough time to do them before the stream. And then there's no distractions in the stream. But then I got distracted and forgot to put the advance notice about the stream. So yay me. Fucking, it's not one thing, it's another. What the fuck was that on my arm? So Chris, after your second shot, the muscle's actually less sore than for the first shot. That's it. Feel great. Excellent. Excellent. I am getting a regular flu vax next week. And then I think sometime after that, I can book in for a COVID shot. And at the moment, everyone's freaking out and being idiots about the AstraZeneca shot at the moment. There's news day. There was released that 2 men died about a week after getting the AstraZeneca shot. And I think it's still being investigated, but the early investigation suggests their death wasn't related to the vaccine. But of course, it's a scary thing. Oh no, these 2 died and they got the vaccine only a week ago. In the same time period, a couple of hundred people who didn't get the vaccine died without warning. So that's just happened. People just fucking die all the time. Yeah, Raiders, I know it's like a 2-week minimum flu vax. I'm just going to call, after I get my flu vax, because I can get that for free, I'm just going to, I assume they have a website for bookings, and I'll just find a good time and book in. Oh, yeah, no, Chris, the AstraZeneca vaccine is fine. The incidence of complications, while unfortunate, is orders of magnitude lower than the incidence of complications for having COVID, for instance. So, Sealsy, back home. Feel like you've been run over a truck helping mum and dad. You're a good son. You're a good son helping the folks. Raiders, we can get local. Yeah, I'd have to find a local GP. What I was thinking, there's one of the mass vaccination centres near where I work in the city. I might, be an occasion to go into the city to work instead of working from home. Go into the city and get a flu vax and then come home. Yeah, Chris, we definitely need the vaccine uptake to speed up in Australia and New Zealand so we worry less about people coming back from overseas. Yes, Raiders, in the city, there's the Carlton Exhibition Building and Jeff Shed down in South Bank, I believe, are the two mass vaccine centres in the CBD. So, Saf, you always help your mum too. You're a good son as well. Bulk billing isn't available. Bulk billing is pretty fucking rare these days. That's the other reason that you're being a tight ass. I'm thinking of going to a mass vaccine centre because I think that's free and I'd have to pay a GP. So if I don't actually know when I'm getting my vaccine, but I'm getting flu vax next week, and then I have to wait at least a couple of weeks, and then I'll get my COVID vaccination. I'll have so many microchips in my body at that point. I'll be a walking 5G tower. Absolutely, Chris. If the mass vaccine sites stay open for flu and COVID, we save a lot of lives. We are definitely going to have to get annual boosters for COVID. It's going to continue to exist and circulate and mutate, much as the flu vax is a little bit different every year because it's taking into account the flu variations that are going around. COVID vaccination is going to have to change because there are going to be mutations. Yes, cyborg, exactly. Megaleech, like my photo from the sleep clinic. I'll have so many of Bill Gates's microchips in me. I'll be a cyborg. She gets you glad on the DSP. Yeah, you get the doctor to look it after you. That's cool. Raiders, you're suggesting when I go to a GP and get tetanus too, just to make it worthwhile. Fucking don't like tetanus shots. When was the last? I haven't had one for ages. Well, I went overseas, I suppose. But yeah. Asaf, your mum's getting a second COVID vaccine after she gets a flu shot. Okay. Because with that many shots, will be fully owned by Bill Gates. Yes. And yeah, I also will get flu and COVID vaccine every year. Wear a mask. It's called being healthy and smart. Absolutely. And in fact, masks are a politeness for other people. They do provide you with some protection if you're around infected people. But what they do, if you're infected, provide a lot of protection for other people. And that's why they've always been so popular in a lot of Asian countries wearing masks. It's not that they think everyone else is sick and is going to make them sick. A lot of Asian nations have a much more collectivist worldview than European and European colony countries have. The European and European settled countries tend to have a very individualist mindset. So it's look out for me. Whereas other cultures, you get a collectivist mindset where they do stuff for the good of other people. Yeah, Chris, it's like, some people think helping others is insanity. And, you used to wear masks to help co-workers from not getting colds. And again, that's polite. Safi, you reckon we could wear bionicle masks and get elemental powers? I agree. And Bill Gates should be on that, quite honestly. So, Raiders, you're exposed to more stuff that requires tetanus. Never hurts to keep up to date. Yeah. I mean, when I went to the Philippines, I had to get so many fucking vaccinations, all these tropical illnesses, and I was a bit flaky the next day. Everyone at work was kind and said, "No, you're always that dopey and stupid." And I'm like, "What? I was just slightly off with the pixies the whole next day. It wasn't sick, but I was just brain fog. I was just what? Yes, and as I said, the kind people I work with said I'm always that stupid. So, oh yeah, Chris, dengue. I'm pretty sure I got the vaccination for dengue fever when I went to the Philippines. It's like, all these different names: yellow fever, scarlet fever, dengue, malaria. It was at least 6 or 8 different things. Not 6 or 8 vaccinations, because there's some that were combos, but I was vaccinated against at least 6 or 8 things. Chris, you get dengue fever happens in Australia. The two, they're not that, well, actually, no, there's 3. I just thought of Hendra. There are a couple of nasty viruses that we occasionally get outbreaks of in Australia. Hendra, often people who are horse handlers contract it from horses. That's potentially fatal. Dengue is fucked, and up Queensland is quite a risk. And Ross River fever is usually up around Queensland as well. The various tropical fevers. Very bad, very bad. Fox, yes. I'm going live now. I forgot to do the advanced thing because I was making it. See, the fairy lights are up because I was making cocktail videos. I even bothered to get changed. I had the whole white shirt, vest, tie thing, and I was going to wear it during the live stream, but I thought, fuck it. I'm done. I'll just get changed. Do it again tomorrow night. Radio saying every 10 years a tetanus, and I should have been advised to get one at 50. Probably, I honestly don't remember. That could have happened. I don't remember though. Oh yeah, Safa. I said the picture of your new TV, sexy AF. That's a nice looking TV you got there. It looks like it had got an Android operating system on it. Was that what I saw on the screen? Safa, you always wear long sleeve tops. Yeah, that's a good protection actually. Yeah, the mosquito-borne illnesses that you get occasionally in Australia, not great. That's okay, choking on ashes. If you're feeling a bit sick, don't have to fully participate in the chat. Yeah, but if we'll keep you company while you're feeling not 100%, and just chill out and relax, as Frankie would say. Remember those Frankie Says t-shirts? Chris, long sleeves and jeans. I hardly ever wear shorts, even as a kid. I was actually self-conscious because I was a little bit chubby as a kid and a teenager. And I have huge thighs. Like even when I'm fit, I have huge thighs. And I was always quite self-conscious about them. And I didn't like to wear shorts. And I'd wear long pants all the time, which meant my legs were just like frighteningly pasty white. So it was a joke among my friends how I could blind people by suddenly whipping my pants off, stripper style. Start watching some soccer at Amy Park on TV. Nice. Mrs. Angry is watching Star Trek Enterprise in the next room. Safi, you've got huge thighs from walking most of your life. Steve, it's fucking healthy. What's funny to me, and I've got big calves too, which is probably just from carrying my weight, quite honestly. But I have big calves, and so it was always funny to me. You get the running joke with bodybuilders, weightlifters skipping leg day. They find it hard to build up bulk in their legs. I cannot fucking get rid of bulk in my legs. It's different, I guess. So it will be interesting to me to see if I stick with my weight loss thing, what everything looks like in 6 months. So I guess that's the kind of target. If I'm just sort of sneaking down, getting closer to another milestone weight-wise, which I'll hopefully hit this weekend, if not this weekend, next week. And then my ultimate target's 30 kilos beyond that. So if If you lost about 1 kilo a week, it's like 6 months. But who knows? Who knows? Safa, you were a late learner walking. 3 years off from memory. Well, you're making up for it with all your walking now. Yes, Fox, lovely. I love that expression. If you're feeling a bit, it's like, remember, you're beautiful, you're valid, and you're loved, no matter who you are. Unless you're a Trump supporter, then you're a dickhead. There was an article on the ABC website this week about anti-vaxxers, COVID deniers, and that thing. And it was like, you got to be careful trying to talk to them, because if you just fight with them, they'll dig in harder. And it's like the dominant advice was, if they're full-blown conspiracy, maybe just fuck them, don't talk to them. Annette, hello. Well, it's just called a very low-calorie diet. Apparently, the more tried and proven product is called Optifast. Optifast make meal replacements. They have soups, which I didn't try, but Mrs. Angry didn't like. Now we make soup crackers out of them. They make soups. They make shakes. They make desserts like mousse. There's a lemon one and a chocolate one, and they make a variety of bars. And I have been absolutely astonished at the degree to which these meal replacements satisfy me. So, generally speaking, I like soup. But this Optifast, they make a tomato soup, a vegetable soup, and a chicken soup. And Mrs. Angry, who is far more open-minded with food than me, tried the soup and didn't like them. But then she saw this tip on the Optifast Facebook group. Instead of fully diluting with water, you put a bit of water in this soup powder and you turn it into a paste, and then you spread it really thin on some baking paper, like on a tray, and put it in the oven and bake it at a low temperature. And you end up with these crackers. Very bit salty, very flavoursome, and bizarrely satisfying as well. I often like, if Mrs. Angry makes the soup crackers, just sitting watching some TV or a movie with the soup crackers as a snack, and there's a meal. It's great. Chris, you're happy I'm fully satisfied, eh, big guy? Hey, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, yes. Annette, you're not a soup person? Yeah, well, I reckon I'm probably like, okay, you can do, in terms of meal replacements with these things, you can replace 1, 2, or 3 meals. I'm replacing 2 or 3 meals a day. Probably every second day, I have something that's not Optifast. But I will usually have at least 2 meal replacements. Sometimes, very rare occasions, because of circumstance, I might have 2 normal human meals in a day and just 1 meal replacement. Sometimes I have 3, sometimes I have 2. And today I had 2 because Thursday night has become a tradition in the house. We get takeaway, and I had dumplings and fried rice tonight, which was yum. Oh, nice, Chris. You've been doing 1 meal after 1 a.m. and that's working. Cookie dough bars. I like the chocolate ones. What are all the flavors Optifast make? God, it sounds like I'm sponsored by them now. I wish, because, they cost a bit, because they're a whole meal. Let's see. There's the chocolate ones, chocolate fudge, which I really like. Cereal ones are pretty good. Berry crunch is pretty good. There's a cappuccino one that I don't eat because I don't like coffee flavor, but Mrs. Angry likes the cappuccino one. I think that's it. I think it's like 4 bars. Is that it? Berry crunch, chocolate, cereal, cappuccino. I think that's it with Optifast. Other brands have some different flavors. No, Opti Slim had caramel, a salted caramel one, but the Optifast ones are definitely better. They taste better. They're slightly more expensive, but they're definitely better. So, yeah, and it's working for me. I actually foresee the future probably keeping them around and having at least one meal replacement a day forever, because they're also really fucking, like, seriously, sometimes and it'll vary what time of day when I'm just lazy as fuck, and whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna have a chocolate bar. Also, the idea of having a chocolate bar as a meal feels so naughty. I like it. And yes, so I reckon I'm gonna probably be doing at least one meal replacement forever, unless I get really, really sick. So Chris, yours aren't past the vegetarian safe. It's a pescatarian. Oh yes, with the proteins in the meal replacements. Yeah, you would have to be careful. Yes. Saf, I did see that. That keeps coming up. COVID fragments in wastewater just keeps happening, and I mean all the time since we've had the big outbreaks. That's happened, and I don't think it has ever tracked back to an outbreak we didn't know about. Because another reason the fragments show up is people who were previously positive who are shedding fragments. Yeah, fragments in the wastewater might mean there's some undiagnosed people out there, but it hasn't so far. Raiders, speaking of soup, highly recommend Superman in the QV building, corner of Lonsdale and Swanston. Nice. There are some good food places in those food halls, aren't there? Like, food halls used to just be shit. And I mean, I guess a lot of them still are. But I reckon food halls today, like in shopping malls, are so much better than like 20 years ago. They were just shit. So much variety and good quality. Where are you going? Ooh, I'm gonna start filtering, doing my milk clarification. It's just here. Just got to get something. Look at this. This one looks like the Hulk's pee. This is my Mai Tai fighter. Oh my God, it smells so strongly of rum because there's a lot of rum in it. It's the Mai Tai fighter. So I adapted a classic Mai Tai recipe with some green and blue elements. So the drink was green because the laser on a TIE fighter is green. So to be a Mai Tai fighter, the drink had to be green. And now this neat little number. This is a tequila one. It's a hybrid of a tequila and a New Orleans cocktail called a Nouvelle Carré. Made a tequila drink because it's Cinco de Mayo next week. So for Cinco de Mayo, everyone does tequila cocktails. Oh, that's interesting. It's dripping through very slowly. Can you hear the thing? Does it sound like I'm peeing? Radies, remember QV had McDonald's and KFC years ago. It's all gone. Yeah, there's just good stuff in there. Yeah. It's like running through a bit. ASMR for peeing. This is where I lock in the water sports fans, if you know what I mean. So what about the strange containment centre outside of Melbourne? I'm not sure which strange containment centre you're talking about. Oops. All right, so that's slowed down. This is the magic trick, because the curds have to settle. So the first stuff goes through too quickly and is a little bit cloudy. And I want my sexy, totally clear, clarified cocktail. So I have to run it back through. Now it's just dripping instead of streaming. I'm making pee jokes with these things. So This one's kind of like the person was peeing properly, but now they've got prostate problems and it's just dribbling. They got gonorrhea. And this one, I have no idea why. But it's like the curds are much thicker. I don't think this is even going to be done over the course of this live stream. Won't get to try these till tomorrow night. This one looks like it's coming up. And this one really smells of tequila because it's got a lot of tequila in it. Kitchen fucking smells like booze, man, because I've got these open booze things. Shields, you don't get drunk. I won't get too drunk. I might. I've got my other clarified drink here, actually. The minty one. Just a very pale green. Very beautiful looking drink. I might have some of that. Oh, no. Will I do that or do rum comparisons? Ooh, spoiled for choice. Who knows? Now, I just feel like I'm going to knock these fucking things over. So I might move them way out of the way so I don't knock them over. Watch me drop them as I put them in safety. I have very low opinion of my own motor skills. And there we go. So it does look like one of them is going to be a little bit pink when it's done, and one's going to be a little bit green. I'll show them off tomorrow night again. Safa, red lasers are bad because those pesky evil rebels come. Yeah, X-Wing lasers are yellow, orange, red sort of color. Yes, Safa, Empire's green because Palpatine's a good area. Yeah, because Sith lightsabers are always red, whereas most Jedi lightsabers are green or blue. Except, of course, Samuel L. Jackson's was funky purple. I think some of them are yellow too. Mace Windu, that was his name. Just for a second, I forgot his character name. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. I looked it up to make sure because I wanted this drink to be the color of a TIE fighter's lasers. And yeah, a TIE fighter's laser is green and an X-Wing fighter is yellow, orange, red. The reverse of lightsabers, basically. Sith all have red lightsabers because red is evil, apparently. So that's the thing. I wonder also, just speaking of Star Wars, I wonder when the first of the new Star Wars series is going to come out on Disney Plus. Because they're like a fucking shit ton of them that were in planning. You know, the Boba Fett one, the Andor one, I think the first one that's going to be on is the animated one, The Bad Batch. And I don't know if I'm going to get into that. I'll give it a go, but I don't know if I'm going to get into that. What other ones were supposed to be? Obviously, another season of Mandalorian. Marshals of the Frontier was meant to be one. I'm sure there was another one. Was it The Bad Batch or Mandalorian, Marshals? Sure, there was at least one more. Oh yeah. The Jedi, who was in the later episodes of The Mandalorian, and I've forgotten her name, but she was as a child in the character as a child in the animated series, The Clone Wars. She was Anakin's Padawan. Ashoka. Thank you, Safa. So there's at least that many that were supposed to happen. I know what new Star Wars premiere Disney Plus. Let's see what comes up. When is new Star Wars coming? 2021. Let's have a look. Jesus, there's a thing saying actually 10 Star Wars and 10 Marvel. Okay, let me have a look. Star Wars. Oh, that's right. Obi-Wan as well. The Kenobi series. So there's Mandalorian, scheduled to be at the end of this year. Lando. Okay. That's right. Okay, so Lando's supposed to get a series. Kenobi, Andor, Ashoka, Rangers of the New Republic, not Marshals, Rangers, The Bad Batch. There's one called The Acolyte. Russian doll creator Leslie Headland helms a new series Disney describes as a mystery thriller that will take the audience into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. This is an era 200 years before the events of the main Star Wars saga. Jedi's at the height of the... Ooh, Knights of the Old Republic. Nice. And there's one called Star Wars Visions. Animated short films from Japanese anime studios. Nice. A droid story. Sounds like that's going to be shit. A new hero guided by R2-D2 and C-3PO. Okay. That many coming in the next 2 years. Yeah, so for Kenobi's been in development for a long time. So what was there? 10 Marvel shows. I knew there were a lot, but 10, geez. I think they're going to... I've liked the 2 Marvel shows so far, but some of them have got to suck, really. Marvel Studios. Secret Invasion, starring Sam Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn. Nice. Ben Mendelsohn playing the shape-changing alien. Ironheart, Iron Man spin-off. Focuses on inventor Riri Williams. Yes. Young black girl who becomes like new Iron Man because Iron Man's dead. Armor Wars, based on the 1980s comic book about what happens when Tony Stark's technology falls into the wrong hands. Starring Don Cheadle as War Machine. Neat. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. That sounds hilarious, like they want to do a piss take of the Star Wars Holiday Special. Oh, Kirsten in Melbourne for a Hens Night. Don't want to go. Oh, no. Collect husband and bring him to... Oh, husband's coming to Sydney full time? Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So what else is this series? Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special sounds funny. I think I missed some. So it's Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Armor Wars, Ironheart, Secret Invasion, Ms. Marvel, Loki comes next. Then What If in the middle. I'm looking forward to What If. That's an animated one, and it's like what if something completely different happened. So in order they're going, next is Loki. Comes out sometime in the next couple of weeks, I think. Then What If, then Ms. Marvel. Oh, Hawkeye has his own show. Okay. And next year, She-Hulk and Moon Knight are being developed. Man, they've got stuff running for the next couple of years. Will I see Black Widow? I don't know. got to be something to get me into a cinema at the moment. Excuse me. Chris, doing the Russian accent on in the Russia accent does you. Fox of Fate, when did Kate Blanchett do a Ukrainian accent? Was that for the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie, the really terrible one? Pineapple juice. My pee will smell nice. Where are they going? I'm going to have to put that through one more time. Maybe. It's going to really, really colourful way in this, as in the curds and things. There's a hair in there. It's a problem with having long hair now. But hair falls into things, which never used to happen. Wasn't it funny how they tried to G up? They did this with the Die Hard movies as well, which failed as well. They bring in the characters like, this is the very old protagonist's son, so we can do spin-offs, and no one fucking cares and no one wants them. They had dude, he's like, Indiana Jones's son that he never knew about, and in the last Die Hard movie had John McClane's son, and I was just like, no one fucking cares, man. No one fucking cares. Reyes bumped into Kate Blanchett, literally, at Christmas Lights in Ivanhoe a few years back. Had a huge double take. I imagine you would, literally bumping into her. I would be quite taken aback if I did that. So I understand your double take. There are so many things to watch, though. Like I said, Mrs. Angry and I guess it qualifies as binge watching because we'll watch 3 or 4 episodes in a row when we do it. We do it once or twice a week of ye olde 6 Feet Under, show that started 20 years ago. And we're up to season 2 now. I think it's 5 seasons. That's fun. It hasn't dated at all. It's a really good show. It's slightly weird, it's square TV rather than widescreen TV because it's that old. But I don't think it's dated at all. It's really good. I'm keeping up with a few of the streaming services ones. I think the animated series Invincible is going to finish this week. So I'm looking forward to that because that's pretty full on. So one other things, there's a funny animated thing on Disney Plus called Solar Opposites that I'm enjoying. Of course, Falcon and Winter Soldier just finished. Got to wait about 2 weeks for Loki to start. I'm kind of keen to get Loki up and running. And there's some older series I'm like catching up on Netflix. Finally caught up on Peaky Blinders. Still watching Ozark and a few comedy series, Schitt's Creek and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and a few other things hanging about. I saw they had another season of Rake on. I have to watch that at some point. Oh, Safa, did you just know that, or did you look it up? Season 3 to 5 is in 16:9 ratio for 6 Feet Under, 4 to 3 for the first 2. Either you have an encyclopedic knowledge or you just looked that up. Chris, a friend of yours bumped into Christian Bale during Batman filming, asking directions. After the guy gave him directions, did a big double take. I was like, wait, aren't you Batman? As he hopped into Catch Cab, yelled back, yeah, I am. Nice. God, I don't think I have any sort of cool super celebrity stories like that. No, can't think of any. Which probably means I met celebrities when I'm drunk and just can't remember. Maybe they came into my kitchen like that Friday night live stream. Maybe celebrities came to my house looking for directions and I gave them the directions and I just don't remember because of how drunk I got. Kids, don't drink alcohol. It's not clever or cool. Public service announcements from Angry. Oh, Shieldsy, now that Disney Plus have added that Stars channel, there is so goddamn much to watch on Disney Plus. Both new and old stuff. What was there was another? Oh, that's right. So I advertised there's a new Pixar movie coming to Disney Plus. I don't know if that's going to be a pay $30 to watch it on Disney Plus or not. Probably will because it's a new film. I don't know. Which I will not do. I will wait till it's just there. Yeah. I tell you what has weird shit that could take you down a rabbit hole big time. Prime Video. They have a bunch of good new stuff or recent stuff. And they keep adding movies and whatnot. But you always get because you watch this, you might like this. Other people who watch it on Amazon Prime, that gets fucking weird fucking fast, particularly if you watch sci-fi or whatnot. Then it's like, oh look, they're telling me to watch this 10-year-old sci-fi. Oh, and an 80s sci-fi. Oh my god, a 70s sci-fi. Holy shit, a 1950s sci-fi. Prime just has this mad back catalog, and it's a real rabbit hole. Shields, you started watching The Orville on Disney Plus. Nice. Safra, I still haven't watched Man in the High Castle. I'm going to at some point, but I have not watched it yet. I think I should do some rum tastings. I'm going to do some comparisons. Rum comparisons. Oh wait, that's oh my god, paint stripper. All right, I'm going to get some shot glasses again, put a little bit of ice in each of them, and compare some rums. I'll compare my overproof rums. That ought to be fun. All right, get some more shot glasses. Shot glasses. Dun, dun, dun. Bring it on, the shot glasses. All right. The Scully Skull shot glasses. Hang on, a little bit of ice in them. First, I'll do the overproof rums. See which one is less deadly. All right. Overproof rums ahoy. Bit of ice in each of them. In a circle. OFTD. Now, in terms of refinement, from roughest to less rough, I think this is probably the roughest because I think it's an unaged overproof white spirit. I think this one's probably next. This is the highest alcohol one. This is 75%. It's an Australian rum, Inner Circle. And I think this one is probably going to be the most refined, the Plantation OFTD, which on the label stands for Old Fashioned Traditional Dark. But the story goes, it actually stands for, oh fuck, that's delicious, which is what someone in the distillery exclaimed the first time they tasted it. 69, nice. So, okay. Little bit of this rum agricole, which means like farmer's rum. I think it's like unrefined rum, like a pure cane rather than molasses. I don't know. Look it up. So with my guess, Or I should do it in ascending order of alcohol content. G'day, nobody. How's it going? Annette actually run out of Nordic Noir to watch on Netflix. Wow. Must have really been going through them. Go through the British Noir now. There's a few of them. I think David Tennant's in all of them. And finally, Inner Circle. So, good question. Does Kirsten's job include taste testing? I think she gets to taste test. I don't know that it's in her job description. All right. So, taste testing the overproof rums. Starting with the over there, Three Rivers. French plantation rum from Martinique. Man, it smells like fruity nail polish remover. Like, it's not unpleasant, but there's a definite acetone sort of thing. That's what I thought, Kirsten. Tasting, not your job, but you still get to do it. Nice. Man, okay. Here we go. It's really sweet. Fuck. Whoa. Whoa. These must have added sugar. It's really sweet. God damn, this is hot going down though. Some of Batman vs Superman extended cut. Not very interested. I did like Man of Steel, but as the Snyder's Justice League cut showed, without limitations, stuff gets bloated and pointless. Most directors need someone else to edit for them. Oh, holy cow. A couple of shots of this and you'd know it. It's really interesting because it is very sweet initially. Maybe a little sort of banana vibe. That's what everyone always says, like the really funky rums have a sort of overripe banana vibe to them. That's normally said as a positive too, just by the by. It's not said as an insult. It's definitely sweeter than I expected it. But oof, it's got serious burn on it. This is like I'm sure this is unaged. There is honestly not a lot of... is this actually a liter? Oh, that just made it a better price. 100 centiliters. I thought it was a pretty big bottle. That's 700 mils. Oh, that makes the price so much better now. Like, I paid a bit for this because I really wanted a rum agricole. But yeah, at a litre rather than 700 mils, that's actually better, considerably better value than I thought. Yay. So would Snyder's Justice League get on disc? Be a couple of discs, I think. That's not a sipping rum. That's a put it in a cocktail to give it a kick in the guts rum. No, there's a weird bit of physics just there. Right, on some water as a palate cleanser for between the rums. All right. Chris, okay. It actually will be out next month on a collector Blu-ray that you heard. Okay. All right. So. All right. Cleanse the palate and the throat, quite frankly. All right, now the OFTD, 69%. Nice. Nowhere near as much aroma as the rum agricole. Very, very, very light aroma. What is it? It's almost herbal, but maybe caramel? I don't know. Very light. Okay, now it's burning my sinuses. That's okay. All right. Sippy sip time. Oh my gosh. Very hot going down. Totally different flavour to the rum agricole. What do they say? Tasting notes. Intense and very precise notes of coffee, orange plum jam, and truffles on the nose. Really? I didn't get any of that. Taste. Bursts with caramel cream and chocolate and vanilla. Yes, it does. Continues on with cinnamon, raisin, nutmeg, oak, and molasses with smoky accents. Oof. So these two are both from the West Indies. Plantation actually blend and bottle in France, but they source their rums from the Caribbean. So this is a blend of stuff from Guyana, Barbados, and Jamaica. So they import the rums from the Caribbean, and then they blend and bottle them in France. Whereas this, I think, is just done in Martinique. I should look it up. Find out more about this. Santa Lucia. Company behind this is from Santa Lucia. Okay. Oof, oof. It's burning. Yes, my insides are thoroughly sterilized, Shieldsy. Whew. So I guess is a richer flavor than the agricole is. It's not as initially sweet. That's a big difference between them. The rum agricole initially tastes very sweet. Whew. Oh, locks or lordy. Oh. Oh, cleanse that palate. Oh, my wordy. Now for the nuclear grade inner circle, 75% alcohol. Oh, that's like caramel and cinnamon. Like a really high-end salted caramel chocolate. Like really quite pleasant. Like I said, this one is weirdly like nail polish remover, but not in it. It's a weird thing to say, nail polish, but not unpleasant. This is really sort of rich, yeah, like cinnamon chocolate caramel. Oh, okay, that's sweeter than the OFTD. Not like the rum agricole though. Oh, it's much fruitier. It's much fruitier flavor than the plantation, actually. This has notes in tiny letters that my old eyes don't appreciate. Artistry crafted using traditional processes, small batch pot distillation, aged in a limited selection of small single barrels for 5 years, finished with a dash of our finest 10-year-old rum. Such care and passion for the old ways reveal itself with a smooth, refined character and distinct mellow finish. Exclusive, once the exclusive reserve for the Australia's Colonial Sugar Refining Company's board of directors and a handful of their prized clients, Even then, it was only the occasional bottle, but it was a bottle of the company's finest selected rum. That's why it's called Inner Circle. It's the secret recipe that only the rich people had. Now, actually, it's still a little bit expensive. Thank you, Kirsten. The professional term for nail polish but not unpleasant is called high ester. So I now know to say this rum agricole is high ester. Also very sweet, like sugar sweet, just on the tongue. As soon as it goes on the tongue is like sugar sweet. Whereas this one's more fruit and chocolate sweet. I mean, very, very molasses, which is not that surprising because that's the base of rum. If I were to guess, this has maybe noticeably more sugar than the plantation does. I'm not really an expert on that, but that would be my guess. It burns. Woof. Yeah, none of these are rums I would sit and sip. These are rums to give a cocktail a real kick in the guts, which is why I have them. Just like you just put half a shot to a shot of this in a cocktail that's got a lot of other stuff in it, and it just punches through. Because like a lot of tiki drinks, there's like too much fruit juice in them, and it's just, it's fruit juice that gets you drunk, well and good, but you can't taste. And then some people like the fact you can't taste the booze in it, but you stick a good fucking funky overproof rum in one of those, and it punches right through all the fruit juice. Lets you know what's happening. Woof. All right. I'm going to put these over here so I don't break them. Okay, so what was that? That was tiny measures of overproof rum. That's probably only one or maybe two standard drinks. I can feel it. I can absolutely feel it. Oh, shit. Kirsten, you think you've stepped on glass, but you can't find the glass in your foot. Ooh. Okay, that's not good. It might reveal itself at a certain point. God damn, that's got to be that'd be an occupational hazard both at your workplace, the distillery with glass bottles everywhere, and your own place with glass bottles and glassware everywhere. That's got to be a bit of a high risk venture for you. I think I heard about that. Nobody. Someone made a first-person shooter version of Super Mario. You just watched a gameplay video. Nice. I just love when people do wacky shit, wacky, arguably pointless shit, just to have fun. I love it. All right. Okay, so that's my overproof rums. I think this is just going to be rum tasting night. I might do some of my more sophisticated rums now, because I've got a fucking shit ton of rums over there. And just checking what's happening with my clarified drinks over here. This one's just going to be a little bit green. That looks pretty clear. That looks pretty clear. Still going. And this one is going to be a bit pink. Pinky, reddy, orange. They're still going merrily along. So it's like bright green and bright red curds left behind in the filter. I need some more ice for my palate cleanser. Let's put another piece of ice in here, just for my water. Staying hydrated. Speaking of ice, I'm making another thing of ice. Is this ready yet? Doing another clear ice thing in here. I need to see. I don't think it is. I'm going to leave it till morning, then it'll probably be frozen solid. I like catching the last bit not being frozen solid because it's easier to cut off a bit of ice you don't want. Oh, what am I doing? I need ice for my shot glasses. Got to choose 3 of my more sophisticated rums to taste test. So I'm going to use my Arak, my Cuban rum, and I think my Diplomatico. Right, I'm going to put these other bottles back, make a bit of space. Rum. You go there, you go there. You come with me. You're coming out to play, and you're going back. Emptied a couple of bottles today, so that seems like an excuse for me to buy a couple more bottles of things. I don't know. That seems right. Nobody been helping with church property maintenance, supposed to do risk assessment, all kinds of shit. Been naughty, bypassed that and started chainsawing. Oh, no. Oh, Annette, sorry you weren't here. I gave an AIDSy update a bit earlier. I did talk to him today. And he's a bit anxious and stressed out because he's having more health complications. I'll just finish getting this water. Yeah, he has a growth on his jaw. He previously had like this cancerous infection, is what killed all his teeth. So he had to have all his teeth removed all those years ago. And now, so this growth, which I think is getting checked out tomorrow, could be a simple cyst, which will be gross and disgusting, but they just have to like lance it and then scrape it out and stitch him up, and he'll be fine and be gross, but fine. Now, it could be the other cancerous thing returning, which would be bad, but could be treated because it was treated before, or it could be something worse, which is obviously a worse outcome. So it's like, typical AIDSy drama, just health things. All right. So I'm going to do Indonesian rum, Batavia Arak. When Indonesia was a Dutch colony, they called it Batavia. Not sure which way they'd say it. I have always assumed it was Batavia. So yes, that Indonesian rum is called Batavia Arak, which was very difficult to get, by the way. Had to import it and pay tax. This is actual Cuban rum. 15-year-old Cuban rum. The Cubans are supposed to know what they're doing. Need a little cork. There we go. And finally, a Diplomatico Reserva, which is South American, I think. It is from Venezuela. Yes, it's a Venezuelan rum. So they're from all over. We're traveling around the world with rum. Nice little global adventure from Indonesia to Cuba to Venezuela. Interesting different colors. The Indonesian rum, very light. The Cuban rum, darker, amber. And the Venezuelan it's about the same. Venezuelan, the Cuban is a little bit darker than the Venezuelan. But these are all just 40%. No, actually, I tell a lie. The Batavia Arak is 48%. Jesus, it's almost 100 proof. I didn't realize. So the Cuban one is 40%, 40.7. And the Venezuelan one, I'm sure it's 40%. What this win? Spirit Brand of the Year, 2018. From Wine Enthusiast. 40%. Thought it was. Okay, so this one is actually a little bit punchy. It's more alcohol than I thought. Yes, Annette, we're hoping it's just a cyst. So he has a benign but gross story to tell us. Not a really strong smell on the Indonesian rum. It's a really light flavour. It's got a little smoky finish on it. Bit like a Scotch with the smoky finish. Aged in Amsterdam in oak barrels. So still got the Dutch connection. So the rum is made in Indonesia and then shipped to the Netherlands to actually be aged. Yeah, there you go. By the Dutch. So this company imports Indonesia, keeping up a centuries-old colonizer practice. They import Indonesian rum and barrel and age it in Amsterdam. There you go. Oh, nice, nobody. Flicked AIDS an email letting him know we're thinking of him. That's nice. Yeah, so we all hope this is another one of AZ beating the odds, getting a bad medical news, but just cruising on by the bad medical news. Right. Yes, this. Wow, the smoke that comes on the end of this is really interesting. Starts off being this really light flavour. So I think this would be really good as an old fashioned, actually. Batavia Iraq old fashioned. Just with a little bit of sugar syrup and a little bit of bitters. Probably have to do that. Make a really boozy rum drink with that and see what it's like. Man, I have so much alcohol. This is why I love having Kirsten on the stream, because anytime I go, like, I got so much alcohol, Kirsten has 4 times more. And then I don't feel bad anymore because I just feel, no, you're just an enthusiast. And because the vast majority of what I have now is from smaller distilleries, I'm helping small business. John Smith, hello, good morning to you in the USA. Watching, oh wow, watching Sky News strip apart Biden's speech. That sounds like fun. Okay, I tend not to watch Sky News. They're very worrying people. But if you're enjoying it, good for you. Oof, I'm just doing rum tastings, by the way, because I have lots of rums. And a previous live stream, I did a whiskey tasting because I have lots of whiskeys. Oh, nice. Kirsten, all your WA purchases arrived. I'm thinking of doing a purchase from Marionette, makers of fine liqueurs, because I am almost out of their orange curacao. And of course, you want orange curacao in a lot of drinks. But they also make very fine fruit liqueurs. So I was kind of thinking of, because I've got some bottle space opened up because I just emptied a couple bottles, thinking of getting a couple of bottles from Marionette. Like I said, I'm almost out of the orange curacao. Maybe one other one. Well, you had 16 bottles in the last week. I had only 3. I had to get a replacement. It was on, by pure luck, I was almost out of Liquor 43, and I was on a really good special at Dan Murphy's. So I got the Liquor 43, the rum agricole I was drinking before, and one other thing. Can't even fucking remember. Oh, also, my Archie Rose single malt arrived this week, but I'm sure I got one other thing from Dan's as well. So like 4 bottles arrived in the last week. And some of the clothes I ordered started to arrive. I ordered these retro shirts that got advertised to me on Facebook. And what did I say? You're correcting me, Kirsten. Archie Rose. I got my Archie Rose single malt. What did I actually say? What a goose. Yes, Kirsten, you got 4 times as much arrived this week, and I think your overall collection is about 4 times the size. I suppose I should do a gin tasting. That's the other thing I've got lots of. I've got a lot of gins over there. Might do that tomorrow night as a warm-up for making a cocktail. Oh, you were just reminding me that Archie Rose arrived. I thought I might have said something really stupid instead of Archie Rose, but yes, my Archie Rose single malt arrived, and that was we did the uh, uh, taste testing of my various whiskies. Some of, not all of them, because I have a lot of them. I taste tested some, and yes, as I said the other night, Kirsten, if you haven't said it already, if you get a chance to say to your distiller, I made a split base Sazerac with the new single malt, the rye malt, Archie Rose rye malt, which I've had for a while, and a cognac, and it was fucking awesome. Those work so well as a Sazerac. Oh my god, it was so good. All right, second rum, chilled and diluted a bit. The Cuban rum. That just tastes like syrup. Wowzers. That instant. Whoa. With a lot of the others, I'd had trouble thinking of the word for what they tasted like. This one, 15-year-old Cuban rum, tastes just like syrup. So, Kirsten, your Sydney collection is the same as all of mine. So that's you've only had 6 months to build that collection up, haven't you? Has it been 6 months? Have you been this? You've only had a few months to build up that collection. You're already overtaking me. Good Lord. Yeah, this this one just tastes like syrup. And I mean that again, that's a compliment. I'm saying that is a good thing. Mm. Wowzers. 6 months last week. Okay. So in 6 months, you've collected as many as I've managed to collect in 2 years. So, okay. Oof. Okay, the last one of my more sophisticated rums, the Diplomatico Reserva, which I only bought because it's an expensive one, and I think it's $25 off at Dan Murphy's. So it's like, hey, a Swiss rum, $25 off. Yeah, 83. Okay, I could count mine again. Oh yeah, this is my sipping rum. Oh my god, this is so easy to drink. It's dangerous. Oh, oh man, fuck, that's good. That's fun. This is probably my favorite sipping rum. I don't do that very often because I prefer to do mixed drinks, cocktails. Um, whew, but this is so easy to drink. Oh my word! And I know I've had a rum snob go at me because that's got added sugar in it. Yeah, it makes it taste nice. You fucking dick. Annette, sorry, my favorite rum. This one, Diplomatico Reserva, which I only bought because it was on special at Dan Murphy's because it's quite expensive. It was like $25 off one time. And I went, fuck yeah, $25 off. I'm getting it. And about half gone. It's fucking good. But yeah, man, like I need to make just like a simple drink, like a daiquiri with that. Just lime juice and the tiniest amount of orgeat, maybe. Oh, you got husband's 6 special bottles of carbon. Shields, wondering about the cost? 10 to 15. See, yeah, no, you don't think about that because it's a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot of money. We're counting bottles. Okay, so how many have I got at the bottle? I've got some small ones, but full size is 1, 2, 3. Let's go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got like 80 full-sized bottles and half a dozen small bottles. Yes. So, Kirsten, your Sydney collection is basically the size of mine. I see, Safa, you saved up your money for a 4K TV. So, yeah. And it's just, you can get a killer gaming rig. It's all down to it. And it's, but I didn't lay it down all at one point. Like, I laid this down over 2 years. So, yeah, I got about 80 full-size bottles and half a dozen small bottles, sample bottles. So, whoosh, I might even make one now. Okay. What are the recommended rum drinks in here? Vodka. Marty. Tiki. That's too fucking complicated. We've got a section just on rum with things like a gin, honey, last word, International, drinks of God, Applejack and Calvados, Widow's Kiss, the Julep and the Smash, Champagne, Lost and Found, Cameron's Kick. Sure, there's a section that was just on rum that wasn't tiki. Orja. Drinks of Empire. Floridita. Brandy. Like brandy drinks. Morning Glory. Like a morning erection. Sorry. Sherry. New Orleans. Whiskey. Daiquiri. Okay. So this guy, standard daiquiri, 2 ounces rum, 3/4 ounce lime juice, a little bit of syrup. They say simple syrup. I was thinking you're doing orgeat. Floridita is rum, lime juice, maraschino, and simple syrup. Hemingway Daiquiri, rum, lime juice, grapefruit juice, maraschino syrup. Rum, lime juice, yellow chartreuse, simple syrup. The Trinidad Hook, overproof rum, lime juice, passion honey mixture, a nuclear daiquiri, overproof, lime juice, green chartreuse for learning. Old-fashioned, Manhattan, Martini, Negroni. Fuck off, Negroni. I only say that because it's got fucking Campari in it. Fucking hate Campari. Chartreuse, Swizzle, Tequila, Mezcal. Rum. I knew there was a rum section. Ace of Clubs, amber rum, lime juice, and creme de cacao. That sounds nice. I might make that. Shake with ice, strain into a glass. Land's End, bold Jamaican rum, lemon juice, raspberry, curacao. A tea punch, rum agricole, cane syrup, and lime. Okay, that'd be that scary rum agricole that I got. Tiny bit of sugar and some lime. Or a unique bird, rum agricole, lime juice, pineapple syrup, yellow chartreuse. I am going to make an ace of clubs. Rum, lime juice, and creme de cacao. Toby, hello. Sorry, I've been looking at things. You're right, Saf. A soft drink can be bad for you. Cousin husbands put you on the bottle buying ban. Literally going to be game as chicken as to who convinces the other to buckle first. That's fun. Raiders, my booze collection is equivalent value to your tool collection. Yeah, it's a bit new. John Smith, you think I might like Wasp? Is that like the 80s hair metal band Wasp? And no, I don't do reaction videos. I find the whole concept very strange. No, Toby, I won't get the results back from the sleep study for a couple of weeks. Got to follow up with a specialist in about 3 weeks. I might get the results sooner than that. All right, so this was a shaken cocktail. 2 ounces of rum. Vodka, bitters. 2 ounces of rum, just a splash of the syrup, lime. Pour syrup into rocks glass. Use a paring knife to cut quarter-sized discs from something, getting a bit of the flesh along with hands. Squeeze the lime in the glass. Add disc of syrup. Add rum to stir to combine. Ice is... Oh, that's a tea punch. I'm not making a tea punch. Ace of clubs. 2 ounces, half an ounce lime, quarter ounce creme de cacao. Okay, gonna make that now. Nobody trying to cut back on soft drink, alcohol, and junk food in general, as well as late night snacking. Look, dude, it's good to have intention. Yeah, Raiders, if it's the 80s hair metal band, I know exactly who Wasp is. Yeah. Oh, Savin, your stepdad's getting a knee reconstruction. I probably fucking need one of them. Honestly, my knees are so fucked. Right, so I'm going to do that with my fave rum here because I think that would be nice. So I'm going to get a shaker and some ice. Right. Tip that in there. Where's my shaking glass? Where's my shaking glass? Where's my shaking glass? Oh, it's there. I'm so got it together. Right, just got to rinse these because they got residue from other drinks in them. Alrighty, righty-roo. Alright. I'm going to put my water over here for the moment. I'll probably drink a bit more of that before I go to bed. All right. Yeah, I still have a spoon there. I'm going to crack some ice like cool kids do. Even though I'm really bad at it. Yeah, these silicone ice trays are weird. Sometimes they're really difficult. All right. So, weird bit of ASMR now of me trying to crack ice. Ooh, remarkably successful by my standards. Excellent. Excellent stuff. And now you need ankle reconstruction. Damn. Nobody wants a brain reconstruction? That's all fair. And Shieldsy, you must have been snoring. 4 days crap sleep, mum and dad's place. Bed was too soft, room too hot. Holy cow, I swear to God, the night after my sleep study, where I didn't get any decent sleep in the sleep study, got back to my own bed and it was comfy and I was like a fucking rock. I was just so out of it. Just slept so heavily. I needed it so much. Where's my jigger? Where did I put it? God damn it. Oh, right. I was actually being responsible. I rinsed it and put it over here. I'm cursing myself, and I actually did the right thing. I rinsed my jigger and put it up. Right, I'm going to put these back while I'm thinking of it. So that one goes there. That one goes there. White creme de cacao. Got my creme de cacao here. Wanna give you my love. And we want the lime juice back out of the fridge. Baby, got a whole lot of love. And I just want my hawthorn strainer. I don't think I'm going to even bother to chill a glass. I will just get... No, wait, I had a glass out. I'm just going to fucking use it. Can't be bothered dirtying another glass. It's a bit bloody gungy of me that I'm a bit gungy, quite honestly. Okay. Fox, I think really strong rum I said was to give cocktails a kick would be something pirate themed. The farmer's rum, yeah, rum agricole. That would absolute pirate grog. That would make a pirate grog. Toby, I should do a pre-recorded video of ice. I should do a whole cocktail ASMR video. Breaking ice, stirring cocktails, shaking cocktails, just clinking ice in a glass. Do a whole thing. Right, so fucking 2 ounces of my expensive rum. Yeah. Ooh, that's very brown. Just a little bit. All right. 2 ounces of that. Half an ounce of lime. And just a quarter of an ounce of chocolate. Rate is 23 in Melbourne. Yeah, I've actually got clothes hanging on the line that might dry. We usually get 1 or 2 nice days this time. Oh, yeah, that was actually too much, but I'm doing it anyway. Now, we want to shake that. The other video I wanted to do, pseudo ASMR, but like with my stereo mic on, just record like 8 hours of me talking softly. Call it something like Going to Sleep with Angry Aussie. And it's for insomniacs. I seem to have so many viewers who are insomniac. And just be quietly and just have like quiet noise. I might even post-prod, put some rain sound effects or some light piano or something. And just say random shit, but really quietly in stereo, like, how you going? Like, I even do like, it'd be like, you know, like TFU videos, but whispered. I have stupid ideas occasionally. But, yeah. All right. Bang it in hard. There's my glass. My sophisticated glass. And my strainer is right here. Shieldsy, you like the cold nights? 10 degrees. Well, that is pretty murky. From being shaken. Christ, looks like fucking pond water. It's going to taste good. But that is honestly not the most visually appealing drink. It looks like a fucking puddle. Like I've scooped water out of a puddle. But, Nice. Oh, nobody. No, you're year 8 home ec reading Spag Bowl. I love that video. That's great. Yes, Raiders. Morrison has absolutely comprehensively fucked up the vaccine rollout. He was saying there would be 4 million people vaccinated by the start of April. It's the start of fucking May, and there's like 2 million vaccinated. He's fucked. He's so fucked. It should have been the states doing it all along. States get shit done. Ooh, God, Safa, you like the warm 20 nights. I tell you what, I dislike the nights when it doesn't go below 30 Celsius at night. That's just fucked. Yeah, no, but you're absolutely right. Morrison's generally fucked up, has fucked up everything. And people seem to be waking up to the fact he's a fuck up. Albanese may yet stumble his way into the lodge at the next election. It's really weird. I used to really like citrus. I still like citrus in cocktails, but I think I like less than the recommended amount because this now just tastes like lime juice to me, which is ridiculous because there's half an ounce of lime juice. There's 15 mils of lime juice in here and 60 mils of rum. And what I'm tasting most is the fucking lime juice. It's less good than I hoped. It's certainly not terrible. I'd probably give that a 7 out of 10, which means I wouldn't make it again. I don't hate it, but for me to want to make cocktails again, I want to rate them at least 8 out of 10. I keep meaning to start doing that. I should do it. I've got to do it. I want to sort of establish a persona in the cocktail videos I make and something that would be a little bit different to what other people are doing if I did my scoring. Because there's a thing I do. I genuinely score cocktails. Mrs. Angry and I do that out of 10. This is when we're out buying a cocktail and when I'm making one at home. And like 6 out of 10 is a very bad rating. It's like not doing that again. If I was ever out at a venue and I rated any cocktail at less than 6 out of 10, I would never go to that venue again. 6 out of 10, I'm definitely not getting that cocktail again. 7 out of 10 is that was okay, but I probably won't get it again because there are too many good cocktails. 8 out of 10 was that was good. I would definitely get that again or make it again if it's one I made at home. 9 out of 10 is I want another one of those right now. And there were a couple of cocktails, both things I've made at home and things I've had when I've been out at venues that I rated at more than 9 out of 10. Like they get a 9.5 because it's like, that's just fucking amazing. So I keep meaning to like incorporate that into the cocktail videos on YouTube. I think I should definitely do it. Be a slight sort of setting me apart from other people because I haven't seen other people do that, and it's my thing. And just be really punchy, like bang, like just sip a thing and just go bam, 7 out of 10. And yes, is my my ranking. If I followed a recipe that was online and ranked it at less than 6 out of 10, I would never trust that website again. If I bought a cocktail when I was out at a venue and I rated it less than 6 out of 10, I'd never go back to that venue. 6 out of 10 is like, that's not great. Definitely not okay. 7 out of 10 is that's not bad, but I probably won't get it again because there's too many good cocktails competing with it. But 8 out of 10 is, yeah, definitely get. Oh, nobody, I am such a fucking cocktail snob. I try and keep it under control, but I have some like super fucking snob things. Most particularly people putting vodka in cocktails. I'm like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Vodka is a fucking bullshit cocktail. Toby, nothing's 10 out of 10, Toby. There's always room for improvement. And I honestly couldn't tell you the ones that I ranked 9 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10. Mrs. Angry keeps notes, actually. She's much more methodical than me. But yeah. Oh, nobody. Go around the country tasting cocktails and rating them. That's a fucking awesome idea. My version of the Leyland brothers. Was it travel all over the countryside? Ask the Leylands, travel all over the countryside. Ask the Leyland brothers. It's like travel all over the countryside. Angry's drinking, travel all over the countryside. Ask Angry how good the drink is. Ladies, you got recommended Irish Glasses cocktail channel, accent itself, stamps me. Now, is that the one where all the videos are titled something like Irish Girl Tastes Drink X for the first time? Or is it the one that's actually, no, the other one I'm thinking of, she's Scottish, who's in Melbourne. It's called Behind the Bar. Fox, there's several I've rated like, 9.5 or more. Like, that's just fucking amazing. And in all seriousness, I can't remember them. I should have written them. Mrs. Angry writes them down. I should have written them because I don't fucking remember. A lot of 9s though, because there is a lot of good cocktails out there. A lot of good cocktails out there. A lot of cocktails I rate a 9. But I should keep a better record of it. Toby, would I upload stories and facts about cocktails? Often when I make the videos, I'm telling a story or some facts, like, the history of the cocktail. Like when I recorded just before the live stream, making the Mai Tai fighter for Star Wars Day, but based on the Mai Tai, and that's a classic tiki drink. And I told the story how it was invented by there were like two big guys in the tiki movement in the 20th century. That's Don the Beachcomber, who basically started the whole tiki thing, and Trader Victor Bergeron, who, in terms of setting up venues, copied what Don the Beachcomber did, but Trader Vic invented the Mai Tai, and then at a later point, Don the Beachcomber claimed he had the original Mai Tai, and they actually had a court battle, which Trader Vic won, established that he'd invented the Mai Tai. So there you go. And I tell that little story when I was making the Mai Tai fighter. Chiara O'Doherty. Yes, she's Behind the Bar in Melbourne. Chiara O'Doherty, and yes, her voice is lovely, and she's incredibly knowledgeable, and makes some really good cocktail videos. Very, very class channel, Behind the Bar. She works at a bar in Melbourne, which I've never been to. I should go. And think, I'm going to be a stalker. I watch you on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But yes, that is a fine YouTube channel, Behind the Bar. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm. Oh wait, thank you, Kirsten. Cara Devines in Melbourne. Chiara O'Doherty is the Irish lass who titles all her videos Irish Girl Tastes X for the first time. And look, well and good. And I mean, her channel is popular, A, because she's very pretty, and B, she has a lovely voice. And Kirsten, I've enough rum tasting that I'm just going to say incorrect things at the moment. The other channel I'm thinking of is Cara Devine Behind the Bar. Cara works in I think it's actually a restaurant bar in Melbourne. I should go there. I never have been there. I should go there. Yes, Chiara O'Doherty is actually Irish, and all her videos are titled something like Irish Girl Tries X for the First Time. And the thumbnails are always very close up her because she's fucking gorgeous, quite honestly. And I was like, okay, no, that's cool. She's trade on your looks. Why not? If I had looks, I would too. But I'm not so into her channel because there's the Bomber Rooftop Bar. Yes. And I should go there. I should definitely go there. And I'm yet to go there, but I will. Okay. I'm going to say, I thought I'd like that drink I just made more than I'm not making another drink because it's bedtime. I need to make a really boozy rum drink with that one. Maybe an old fashioned. Maybe I need to put a bit more research into it. The lime, just kind of about the lime. When I'm doing stuff with lime, it should be like one of the kick you in the head rums. Take the edge off it. Because I've got a few of those kick you in the head rums. So another time, because it's coming up. It's not quite bedtime. It's almost bedtime. So yeah, tomorrow night, party night. Tomorrow night's Cosmo night. Cosmo Day is the following Friday, but I shoot all the videos a week in advance and then spend days editing them. So I've got them ready early to go up. So the two I shot before the stream tonight were for Monday and Wednesday. Monday, which is May the 3rd, I've actually made the May the 4th video, the Star Wars Day video. May the 4th be with you, the Mai Tai fighter. By the stage, the clarification. Isn't that a nice color? Oh, actually, I don't know what that looks like on there, but it's completely clear, just a very light green color. Oh, it's like a teeny amount more to strain through, or I could just be a completist and strain it. I don't think I do need to. It's really clear. I don't think I need to strain it through again. But it's almost done. So how much is in here? Sludgy. It's a little bit more liquid to drain through, but I'll show you this. Like, look at that. I have no idea what that looks like, but that is incredibly bright green curds in there. This one, which is still going, this is the tequila one, because it's got Peychaud's bitters. All right, so this is a really nice pink. Oh, it's still got quite a bit of draining to do. But again, really clear, just pink. So very visually attractive, and there's several drinks in those. Man, I should invite someone over to have some drinks, because that's a pretty big batch. That's each of those is probably at least 2, if not 3 cocktails. Fucking strong ones too. And I've still got this. There's at least 2 drinks still in this one, a minty one. That's a tequila mockingbird. All right. Oh, so I'm going to leave those, and I'll bottle them tomorrow. Might try them as the warm-up drinks, because tomorrow I'm going to be making the Cosmos. I'm going to be making 3 different Cosmos. Fuck making one with vodka, because the whole purpose of the video is vodka's a bullshit cocktail ingredient. So I'm not making a vodka Cosmo, because fuck that. I'm going to make one with tequila, one with rum, and one with gin, and see which one I like the most. Last time I did that, I was surprised that I liked the tequila one best. I thought the tequila one would be weird, but it was the one I actually preferred in the end. Who knows with the Cosmo, with the cranberry juice, who knows what will work best? Nobody off like a bag of prawns in the sun. One of my favorite Australianisms. That's one I genuinely use when I'm leaving. I'm off like a bag of prawns in the sun. Normally gets looks. You normally get looks if you say you're off like a bag of prawns in the sun. But that's what's happening. I'm off like a bag of prawns in the sun. You're all fabulous. I hope to see you again. I will be on tomorrow night, big party night, Cosmo night. Might taste test those clarified cocktails as warm-ups for the Cosmo. Oh my God, and then 3 Cosmos. Jesus. It's shaping up to be Friday night, I tell you what. Jesus. I'm getting white girl wasted tomorrow night. Some warm-up drinks, then 3 Cosmos. Angry's getting white girl wasted. Don't miss it. That's tomorrow night. And I hope you're all good in the meantime. I will